This is Kunal working at Hyperlane, and Hyperlane is a cross-chain permissionless interop protocol across multiple stacks, OP stack, Arbitrum, Orbit, rollups, every stack you name it. Yeah, I guess the problem statement here, I guess I'll be talking more about rollup interop here, and the last couple of years we have seen like the blob scaling has kind of worked, and we have reached some kind of scaling in terms of gas prices and also what kind of specific things we do with rollups. But as these problems have been solved by different teams, they have created its own problem where one rollup ecosystem doesn't talk to another rollup ecosystem, and which means as a user, you get terrible UX. And rollup teams have tried solving this. OPStack has the superchain. ZK Sync has Elastic Chain. Arbitrum Rollup had a blog post like a couple months back trying to solve interoperability. I think Scroll and Polygon also has their ag layer. They all try to solve it, but within their own like walled garden. And what happens is this: they try selling you a framework, but it turns out to be a vendor lock-in inside their own ecosystem. And that's not good. And then alongside that, you have other general message passing protocols like Chainlink, Layer 0, Wormhole, and then ASHA issuers like Circle. Or they're more future-proof solutions like ZK or TE, which is used by Avalanche. And there's other solutions like optimistic oracles, like across. And they're all trying to solve the same problem, like the oracle problem. How does one chain know what is happening on the other chain? And this, when you're trying to go and look for an interop protocol, there's like so many options, it's only like increasing your dilemma as a buyer. And so we made an attempt to solve this, and we were like, we'll create the most minimal interface you can. There's just one verify function on all EVM contracts. And this is not ownable by anyone, stateless, immutable, and easy to compose within different modules. And this means that what we can wrap around other security modules, like what Superchain has. Like if you can see, there's like 2 OP stack rollups, and they have their own like infra for handling like global state, and then they have the cross L2 inbox, which I don't know if it's that visible, but you have this cross L2 mailbox, and all we need to add is an ISM contract, which is interchain security module, and that doesn't require anything special from you. We have a relayer which runs and picks it up automatically, and this way you got everything plus Superchain. Same with Chainlink, which was one of the oracles which they provided, and the same way you could just use, you could use their contract, CCIP, and use that, give it access control, and the same way you have another ISM security module. And this is actually live today between multiple rollups, and this is open USDT. Then another thing is like these things are like kind of like Legos. You can build one on top of another. We have 2 different ways of doing this. We have aggregation, where you have multiple different at the same time. So what Vitalik was talking about, like 2 out of 3. One is TE, one is ZK, and then another would be optimistic. And then you could be selective, between these 2 chains. I only want a optimistic oracle versus between these 2 chains, which maybe there's more risk of like reorgs and stuff. I rely on a ZK solution. And this way you can like configure which chains you want which kind of security. And then, there's a whole bunch of options. We have like more than 20 different ISMs, like security modules. And this means, as an app dev, how do you use these ISMs? We have an application called Warp Routes, which is our flavor of token bridging standard, like OFT, XCRC20. And if all of our infra is already deployed, all you need to do is just deploy the token contract on each chain. So you have ERC20 token contract, and you have the collateral contract, where you lock here, and mint here, and then burn here, and then you unlock here. And how do you, as an app, how do you pick which ISM you want? You basically just inherit this I specifies ISM contract and just set it here. And now if you set it to 0, you get the latest and greatest Hyperlane has to offer, or you deploy your own ISM, like how I did with Superchain. And that is it. You can try Warp Routes. There's a link here. And then, you can also try deploying your own ISMs. Yeah, that's the end. If there's any questions.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions, we still have some, maybe 8 minutes before our next session start. If no, then thank you to Kunal for his time today. And let's give him a round of applause as well. Thank you, everyone.